let's go fishing. You know it's really great, let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes, let's go fishing. It's easy when you try, floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.
Hey, good evening, folks, and welcome to Let's Go Fishing Show. And Mike, every time I see that intro there, makes me want to be back out there at Dale Holler.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. We caught some good fish out there that day.
You sure did.
And the next day, too. Sure did. Just, yeah, had a ball. That trip Saturday was beautiful. Let's see, was it Friday and Saturday? Because we went out there on Thanksgiving, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we ate at my house, took off out there, got up on Friday morning, went out fishing, figured out what was going on, and had a good day on Saturday, and then
I think Bill had 11 or 12 fish.
yeah, they had 11 or 12. We had a good day. Then Sunday was rain. Me and Mike fished out in the rain all day. Two drowned rats, and which Mike beat me that day. He was catching them before I could get to them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so shoot, I don't know. We caught several fish there that day. It was just a good day, and so we're looking forward to that again, Mike.
Yeah, sure are.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that again.
Looking forward to gasoline.
Yeah, yeah. I tell you what, we probably might ought to do. Let's just buy us up about 40 gallon here between now and the next few days before it gets $5 a gallon. We'll have gas to make it out there and back anyway. Yeah, that's just a thought. You can think on it, you know. Right off the get-go, Miss Reynolds, Glenn's wife, she's been in the hospital today, and our thoughts and prayers goes out to her and Glenn and the family. She had a stent or something put in, and all of her, you know, we just want to recognize them, and like I said, our thoughts and prayers are with them, and that everything works out just fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure do.
Sure do. Glenn's been a long-time sponsor of the show. As a matter of fact, ever since we started.
Yes, sir. He sure has.
And we try to do everything we can to help promote him and his business. And you know, when you do that, you get acquainted with some of the family and this, that, and the other. And so anyway, we're just, like I said, hoping everything went well with Miss Reynolds, and she continues to get better.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Let's see. Think here right quick. Yeah, while we're talking about Reynolds Racing and Marine, I had that dang new Bullet boat that he's got, the one with the red and the black and the white on it, and had it pulled up on my computer, and I didn't get a picture of it, and so anyway, we'll just tell you about it, and it looks good. It's a dual console, and it looks really good. I'll try to have that next week if it's not sold by then. It may be gone.
Maybe.
You know, like we talked last week, these things are getting harder and harder to come by.
That's for sure.
And, you know, so just, you know, they're making what they can. I'm sure Bullet is, and that kind of thing, but they're Glenn, when he gets one, it doesn't last long. It's gone.
No, dude.
Yeah. So just want to pass that along to you and about what he said there, or what I told you last week, talking with him. You know, if you're thinking you're going to want a boat, you need to start early.
That's
You
for
know,
sure.
get your orders in early, because rig and accessories, you know, may get harder and harder to get, and we know engines are.
That's for sure.
When Mike bought his new engine back, 2 months ago, 3 months? Yeah. The guy told him that Mercury had told the dealers that the manufacturers would get, you know, as they put them together, made them, whatever, all of that they would take care of the boat manufacturers first.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's who's getting the engine. So they'll get them before anybody else gets them, but they are hard to get right now. The 250, you know, the 225s, 250s, the 300s, if you want one, that kind of thing. They're just hard to get them. So, but do think about that. If you're looking, think you're going to be making some kind of deal here come spring, the better chances are, the earlier you get something ordered, the better off you're going to be, I do believe, for sure. All righty, we're going to move right along. The other thing, Mike's working on his Halloween costume. I don't know what it's going to look like. We'll just have to wait till Thursday week and see. You know,
I keep mine on all the time.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, so be prepared for that. Like I say, I don't know what it'll be. All I know is he's working on something, so no telling. Anyway, we got a little fishing film. Mike,
Yeah.
you went crappie fishing on Saturday.
Saturday, I took my grandson there, Mikey, down there, and crappie fished a little, and then come back and we took him up north.
Right, yeah. Yep, Bill and I were up there. We kept, we got up there before you and Mikey did for about an hour, and we got there just a little bit, and, you know, the sun was just barely getting down over the ridge there, and caught a few fish. I had a few fish on there at the start, but anyway, tell us about the crappie, Mike.
Well, I started in there. We put in about mid-lake and stuff there, and started out there, I guess, in the creek there, about 27, 28 foot, and fished some structure up, and it come up to 15, 20 foot, and never got a bite, and then kept working different structure all the way back up to I was in there 2 foot of water, fishing around treetops and stuff there, lay downs, you know, and never got a bite. And so we eased out and went up the lake there and pulled in on some channel banks there. It had some deeper structure to it, and started out there, 39, 40 foot, and worked around there about 41, 42 foot, and I had 4 or 5 strikes and missed them, and caught a couple of catfish, and then Mikey caught the first crappie. And it was about 42 foot, and we fished several places like that, thinking, well, that's where they're at. But we never did get another strike off of it, so I moved on up the lake there and started shallowing back up again, and pulled in there and got in 24, 25 foot of water, and I caught 3 real good crappie right there real quick, and couldn't get another bite after that. And fished a lot of structures there, shallow and deeper than that. Never did even get another strike. I don't know what was going on with that. But,
Right. Okay, we'll see who this is. I hope it's somebody got a good fishing report. Hello, caller.
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Hey, can you hear us?
Well, yeah, I can hear you. What y'all up to?
Well, we're trying to catch some fish. What about you?
Yeah, man, I'm trying to do the same thing, but I just can't seem to get it going. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Where you been fishing at?
I've been fishing down there by the river.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to dry land fish right now, but I can tell you a story about a dry land fisherman.
No, man, you can't go fishing in the dry land. You gotta go fishing in the water.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Have you been catching any?
I don't know, man. Sometimes I catch these like little crappies and stuff like that, but sometimes I catch them big gars, you know. It's just the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah, them gars, usually that water warms up and them minnows get on top. That's when them gars love it the most.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I gotta go, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. Thanks for calling. All righty. Anyway, Mike, you didn't do much good.
No, not as good as what I expected to do down there, to tell you the truth. And it didn't matter, you know, I got a pretty good mix of minnows there. She had some pretty good ones in there, about 3-4 inches long, and then had some smaller ones, an inch and a half long, you know. And, it didn't seem to matter which minnow you had on. The bigger minnows usually do pretty good, but they wasn't hitting too good for me. I don't know whether they didn't seem to be pulling the water that hard or nothing, but the main thing I seen was the amount of minnows that was 15 foot or less on the depth finder. And a lot of fish scattered on out there that in 40 and 50 foot of water. Of course, it could have been anything, but they was kind of suspended, you know.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of minnows down there now, ain't no doubt about it. And I don't doubt that breaking the stripe and rockfish and stuff, wearing them out.
Was rockfish breaking around a lot?
I heard some of them out there in the middle of breaking.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mike's like me. We've been on Norris ever since May. I hadn't been to Watch Bar and since then, and just getting reports, you know, what from some of the guys that's been fishing down there at Watch Bar, and the guys that's been fishing at Norris, you know, they were catching still catching those walleye trolling, and with the deep diving plugs, and then catching them on top, catching the largemouth on top water and some smallmouth on top water. And boys at work, you know. Heck, we all, you know, every time one of them sees me, you been fishing? Did you catch any? Well, yeah, I've caught a few. What, did you catch them? Yeah, we're getting some good largemouth and stuff on top water early in the morning, and that kind of thing. So that's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely wonderful. So you know, you had how many crappie?
Had four keepers.
4 keepers. Well, that was your first trip in a couple of 3 months, Mike. That's not too bad. I know you'll figure them out. As the water goes down, it gets a little colder. You'll cools off some. You'll figure them out. You usually always do. So hard to beat them winters.
Oh, it is. It is.
All right, well, for sure. Let me tell y'all, you IOUE members that's tuned in tonight, I want to let you all know the flyer is out on the IOUE tournament. It's going to be held at Ladd's Landing this year, not at the dam, but Ladd's Landing, right there out of Kingston. And registration will be at 6 o'clock, and the tournament goes from safe light to 2 o'clock. And so, make sure you get set up to come down and fish.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go from there. But don't forget that, October the 30th, that's on Saturday. Safe light to 2 o'clock, and registration will start at 6. So, let's see, Mike. Yeah. It'll still be dark at 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah,
It'll be
definitely.
dark. Sure will, without a doubt.
If it's foggy, it may not
Yeah.
get started till 8 or 9 o'clock.
That's true. That's exactly right, Mike. That's a good possibility. Let's see. I wanted to get that out real quick so that people watching can, IUOE members could get things lined up here. We've got 2 weeks to get ready.
Yes.
And that'll be great. We're looking forward to that. And Mike, anything you done different on the crappie fishing that you normally do?
No.
Big egg sinker?
No, everything using the same rig and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe it'll get better. I'm hoping somebody will call in that's been catching them crappie and let you know what's going on.
I think, that they're just like the walleye. They're there, but just scattered out and suspended,
Yeah.
They ain't,
A lot of bait fish on the water
yeah.
once bar. I heard there was.
And there was a little tournament that was weighing in whenever we come in there. And Caney Creek Bunch, I think it was, on their shirt they had there. And one guy had one fish, and then the others had 3 fish, but they was all Kentucks, and they were just barely keepers. It's 2 pounds something with 3 little old Kentucks, all he had. And then the others both there had 3 fish, and he had a Kentucky that weighed almost 3 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had a smallmouth, which I thought the smallmouth was bigger than the Kentucky, but they didn't even weigh it separate to find out. But he had an 18-inch smallmouth there.
Yeah.
It looked awful good. And then had a small largemouth that barely keep.
Yeah.
But there's 3 fish, there's what he had, and I think it was 6-7 pounds or something on that. Down
Wow.
there. But I don't know what they was doing. I didn't.
How many boats did you say was in?
Probably 8 or 10.
8 or 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it might have been a little tough.
Well, I heard some of them sitting there talking about it while they was waiting on them to get set up to do the weighing in and stuff. Said they caught a lot of fish, but they couldn't get no keepers. Yeah.
Well, all righty then. We'll get right along. Dylan, take us to a commercial break and come back, will you? Hey folks, here at Tim Stars, there's the times that they're open. The day, that's 5 days a week. They're open from 8 to 12:30 on Saturdays. All right, folks, we're inside here in the warehouse. Just wanted to give you a quick look at all the tires and stuff they got. And here we are. There's some four-wheeler tires, lawnmower tires, just a mixture of about any kind of tire you want. So keep that in mind. Then here we get into the light truck, automobiles, that kind of thing. So just walk through here and give you a quick look at what they've got in stock here. I mean, you know, it's it's just, I don't know, man. They must be a couple of thousand tires in here right now, if not more. Sizes, shapes. You truckers, you know the word. This is the place to get your tires for your trucks. And these over here, getting a little bigger sizes, light trucks, heavier automobiles, this kind of thing. And as you can just see back through there, it's just, heck, I don't know, this building's probably about 300 feet, one end to the other, and they're wall to wall. Remember Tim's Tires, folks. That's down here on Highway 27 on your way into Harriman, and get the best deals they're going. So give them a call, price check, whatever you want to, and if you want a special tire that they might not have, you could, they'll definitely get it for you. Tim's Tires. Let people know what we represent.
That's what we're all about. We do try to do an honest day's work for the people, and we've got operators from all over the DOE sites, TVA sites, the outside contractors. We're just about everywhere you see a heavy piece of equipment, good chance that you'll see an operating engineer on it, rather it be Barnhard. I'd like to mention them, All Crane, and all of them that's signatory to us. We have over 100 contractors that's signatory to us, so I definitely appreciate those guys all the way in Chattanooga, Kingsport, Tullahoma, throughout all the way up to Johnson City. So we do cover a big area, and just let us know if we can be any help to the local contractors that come through these areas. We'll definitely send you some people.
All right, David. I appreciate all those good words, and we'll get this on the air, and I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. All righty. Thank you, Chandler. Okay, folks. Well, I've got about 5 minutes of film with me and Bill, and Mike's got his crappie film. Let's show that crappie film, and then we'll see what it looks like.
Okay.
All right. All right, folks. Me and Billy Boys pulled in here to the boat ramp. That's fine, Chandler. Let it play. Get ready, get in the water, go out here and see if we can catch some fish.
Buddy.
Yeah, buddy. All right, Bill, we'll get loaded up here.
Yes, sir. Hey, son.
Yeah.
Always good to be up here, old buddy, especially this here fall type weather. Man, this is when I like to be here.
I heard that, Bill. Me and you both, buddy.
Okay, son.
All right, we'll see y'all in a little bit. Hopefully we'll have a fish on the line. Remember our sponsors, and let's go fishing. All right.
When you're hot, you're hot. And old Steve, he's hot on this one here.
All right,
That's
Bill.
a good little fish there, old buddy.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, Bill, but we'll get him back in the water.
Okay, old buddy. We'll do it there, son.
Yeah.
As old Steve says, when you're hot, you're hot. I like that. That's a pretty good fish, though, son, and he got a little weight on him, too.
Yeah, he sure has,
I
Bill.
like that, so.
Yeah, all right, back in the water.
We're going to put...
All right, there's old Bill with a good fish now.
Yes, sir, that's a nice one.
It is.
Son, I'll tell you what, I was proud of him. I ain't had too many bites tonight.
No.
Well, they've been slow,
They
really,
sure
on
have,
both
Bill.
of us.
Yeah, boy. All right, Billy boy, get him back in the water and get you another one there.
Okay, son, I sure me will.
Uh-huh. All right, that's about the deal that we had, Mike, Bill and I. we had a hold of a few more fish, but it wasn't good. I mean, we just couldn't get the son of a guns figured out.
No kidding.
I mean,
Good.
had 2 or 3 fish on there. Bill had a dandy fish right there at the boat, and the son of a gun jumped over the dip net and got off. And I mean, a good fish, buddy. You know, one of them 4-plusers or better.
Yeah.
And I got there at the boat with it, and he pulled that thing up, and I was ready with the dip net, and he come up from out of the back from under the boat and jumped over the dip net and 3 foot out, and I couldn't reach him.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep.
And so when he hit the water and headed out away from us, while that hook just come right loose, he's gone. But it was a good fish. I mean, a nice one. And I had a hold of a couple. Set the hook on them, get them coming in, pull off. Get them coming in, they'd pull off.
Mikey had a hold of one, and I think he got a turn or 2 on it, and then it come off on him, and I never got a hook in anything. I had probably 5 or 6 little old light bumps, but what we done up there, you know, I told him when he, after he eat a few cakes and drunk a few drinks, and he decided to sleep a little while, so I figured it was time to come home.
Yeah.
He had a pretty good day between the crappie fishing and the night fishing and everything, you know.
Yeah. I can understand
We
that.
would have probably been there earlier, but his mama cooked a big meal, and he wasn't going to leave till he got in on that.
Yeah. Well, he's growing up, Mike, and he'll get better at that fishing, I can promise you. And be a good partner there for a long time. You know, and that's old Wes. He's got him a job now, and it's hard for him to get off to go fishing, and but Mr. Bill's always number 1.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Bill, I tell you, I know you're watching. This dadgum bad weather moving in here Saturday may put a damper on things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure might. I can't let Bill get out and get wet. That's just all there are to it. It's not going to do that.
They're talking like Saturday night. You know, Saturday day is supposed to quit raining sometime during the day, and at the ball game it didn't start till 7 o'clock or something, and they talk like there wouldn't be no rain during the ball game.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I just maybe we'll get a chance to go for a little while.
I don't know how cold and how windy it's going to be.
Well, I thought he said it'd be down to 46.
Yeah.
When we come from 76, 78, and then down to 46, Mike, that's
It's pretty cool.
it's pretty cool.
Main thing is the fog.
The fog is true. That's exactly right. You get fogged in, and you got to punch your electronics up there and get your trail.
Find your way back.
Find your way back. Yeah, we've had to do that a few times.
Yeah, and better wear your rain suit because you think it rained on you.
It rained on. That's true. We'll just have to look at it and play it by ear, Mike, tomorrow night, and see what it is for Saturday and that kind of thing. So, that weather does have a impact on what we do for sure. Don't want Bill to not going to take him. He's not going to go, and I'm not going to take him.
Yeah.
In the rain, it's just out of the question. Can't do it. There's no way. We'll just wait till it quits raining.
That's right.
Yeah, wait till it quits raining. All right, let's take another break, Chandler, and then we'll put Mike's crappie film up, see if we can see anything he's doing different. All right. Hey, Hey folks, we're over here at Edgemore Outdoors and got Vance back here. They've got a new selection of, what is this called now, Vance?
This is all queen tackle.
Queen tackle, okay.
It's all tungsten. They got tungsten weights, flipping weights. They got drop shot weights. All the jigs are all tungsten heads. There's flipping jigs, football jigs. There's swim jigs down here too. That's all of it's tungsten. There's shaky heads right here.
Okay,
That's
all tungsten stuff. Well, Vance got my attention with one thing. He's got, you can take any jig. Vance, get some of those bills. The chatterbait bills?
These aren't tungsten, but you can take this little chatterbait here and you can make a jig or a swim bait, any kind of head.
Throw it and put a shaky head on it.
Yep.
Son of a gun. I was just wondering how long that was going to take.
They've got different sizes in the blades there. There's silver, gold, and black.
Silver, gold, and black, different sizes in the blades. And like you said, you can take a white jig that you're flipping and put that dang bill on it, and you got you a chatterbait.
That's right.
Well, I wish me and you had thought of that. Folks, listen, do get by here, Edgemore Outdoors. Just swing around here, look at, gosh, I mean, man, the racks are hanging full of stuff, line, oil, just everything in the world here at Edgemore Outdoors. Jim and his crew would be more than glad to help you find what you need back here on the thing. I mean, it's just, I just hadn't had a chance to get over here. I've been wanting to come by and make a new film, advertisement for Edgemore Outdoors, and we just thank you for their support here over the years, keeping the show going, and it's just row after row of tackle, baits, plastics, crappie stuff, catfish stuff. They've got live bait, reels, rods. I mean, it's just, if you're looking for it, more than likely they have it over here. So do come by, stop in here and visit with Edgemore Outdoors, and I'm pretty sure you'll be satisfied and they can help you find what you need. All right, here we go. All righty, we're back. Let's put Mike's crappie film up, Chandler.
All right, folks, Mikey found us a crappie down there. I had 2 or 3 bumps and stuff, and didn't do no good. I got momentum, but Mikey, he finally got him one there. Well, now then you'll have to get the measuring board out there and see if he'll make 10 inches. Now get your rod up and lay it back out where you don't step on it and break it. Looks like you done flattened one of the eyes out on it now. Lay it down there. All right, get your measuring board out there. Measure him up. All right. Lay his nose up again the thing up there and close his mouth. Close his mouth. You got to close his mouth. You can't keep your thumb in his mouth now. Is he gonna make over 10 inches? Close his mouth. Do you know how to close it? Like that. Then you bump it up. Now he's over 10 inches. He's only 11 inches, so you can put him in the live well. But don't be afraid of him. He ain't gonna bite you. All right. That's one down. You got 15 more to go.
Ready.
Huh? I get the catfish. Oh yeah. Got the slime on him.
You want me to stop?
Oh, we'll get him off there. Yeah. Got him?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
nice crappie. We put him in a box, see if we can get another. Hey, you on camera, ain't you? Okay. You can get him up here. Yeah. Another nice one. Like that. All right.
So my papa caught this little bass.
Got him? Okay. He ain't gonna keep, but he's mean and frisky. Yeah, wants to think he's big. Bail on that thing. All over that minute. Coming here, yeah, okay. Gracious, watch him go. He act like he's hunting.
All right, Mike. I seen what was wrong with you and Mikey there. Dang catfish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how many of them did you catch?
I think 2.
2 catfish.
But I had a hold of one that's... You done something to the truck?
I didn't do anything, I hope. Let me step right over here and see.
Yeah. I'd say I had a hold of one that was a whopper.
Yeah,
went
that's
out
my
too.
truck, all right.
Uh-oh. Huh. I don't know what.
No,
Ain't yours?
it's not my truck. It's a car.
A car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what they done to it. Set it
I
off.
don't either. They had me thinking it was my truck.
Yeah. Ain't your car, is it, Chandler?
No, it's a black car over here to the right.
Huh.
They've set on their keys or something.
May have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whenever.
They had me thinking it was my truck, and I'm glad of that.
I had a hold of one catfish that, man, he'd come out there, and I like never got him out of the structure, and once I got him up, man, he's gone out through there.
Yeah.
And finally straightened the hook out.
Well,
Yeah.
okay then. That's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. Speaking of our sponsors, folks, like what I've told you about rentals, IUOE, Tim's Tires. Don't forget about Tim's Tires, Edgemore Outdoors. Zach and Scott over there, we're just, they've got Edgemore Outdoors now and doing, talking with them on the phone there a few weeks ago. Things were going good, and just need their fishermen to come by,
That's right.
and buy their lures and fishing tackle and stuff, and keep supporting that Edgemore Outdoors. They do have a great business over there, and we wish them the best, and we thank them for being the sponsor of the show, as Jim was for a long time, and so just can't thank those guys enough and wish them the best, because if they go, we can go.
That's right.
And we have to pay expenses over here at the studio, and it's just just understandable to rent this airtime, and so we want to continue and go on like that, and so if we keep dropping my camera off the front of the boat, Mike, we'll wind up buying a new camera. It's not going to take many more licks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's what's going to happen. get into something a little different maybe. When it does quit, we'll have to have something to replace it with for sure. But do remember those fine folks that we're advertising here and there, our Zach's Rustic Flags and Gibbons Creations. I'm sure that young girl would be, I work with her father, and she does that, made the decals for us in the windows and the trucks and stuff, or cars, or whatever you want to put it on. And she done a great job and that kind of thing. So there's Pamela Ann's down there in Oliver Springs, and wish them all the best and that kind of thing. Like I said earlier, the guys at work are the ones that fish, and there's quite a few of them over there that do. Every time we run across one another, why we have to swap fishing stories and, for a few minutes. So, are you still catching them? Yeah. So, they are catching some smallmouth and quite a few largemouth on the north right now.
Well, the guys that loaded up right behind us there, when I was talking to them up there the other night, they said that they caught several fish, but said he didn't know what was going on. Said you couldn't hang on to none of them. Said they lost 10 or 12 before they could get them to the boat. Whether they was in there on the bank throwing or how they was fishing, I have no idea. He didn't really give me any of that information. He was just talking about how the fish got off so easy.
Yeah. He was getting a little bit of what we've got a lot of. How'd that fish get off?
For sure.
There's fish shallow up there. If you want to fish on the bank, you can catch them. We fishing out there and setting the boat in 30, 35 foot of water, and you get a bite in there at 20, 25, 27 foot, and the next bite you get be out there in 30 foot. So, that's what we've been doing. We haven't tried fishing shallow or anything like that, and because we felt like that we knew where the fish are, most of the fish we've been catching has been out there in the boat sitting in 30, 35 foot of water and throwing as far as we can, and the long running points with a little drop on them seem to be the better places, and there's plenty of them up there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
There ain't no doubt about it.
Quite a few of them.
We're just going to stay, heck, if the weather stays decent, and we'll try. We got this moon coming up, and
I don't know if we'll see much moon Friday night, but if it clears off like they're talking about and that temperature dropping, you probably see a fair moon there, maybe a half or something, and Saturday night. But, how long it'll be before you get fogged in, I don't know.
Yeah, that is another thing, and well, the fog is just like cloud cover.
Well, that's what I say. Sometimes it'll come in right there on the lake, and sometimes it's up high.
Yeah.
And it comes in on top of the ridges up there. And,
well, when we left the boat ramp there, when we left the boat ramp there about 1 o'clock there Sunday morning, when we left the boat ramp, it was clear as it could be. When we got up on top of the ridge right there, that gum, you couldn't see the road.
That's right.
And me and you both just kind of creeped out of there. You don't know when the first deer is going to jump in front of you. You can only see out there probably 8 or 10 foot in front of the truck, 15 at the most. And then when we got off the ridge top and down in the valley again, clear as it could be.
Oh yeah.
And then we got back up on the ridge again and got foggy, and then we got out of it pretty quick. From Andersonville on in, it wasn't too bad.
Not too bad, no.
Yeah. But up on top of the high ridges there, it was thick. real thick. But that does affect what's going on. I think it's all about the stars are out and the sky's clear, or you got a lot of fog, or you got a lot of clouds. It makes you change up, the color of the bait you're fishing with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Without a doubt. I mean, it just better start when it rolls in or covers up the. If it's cloudy, you need to start out with something a little different, a little darker bait. And the last 2 trips, I've been throwing that black with the the gold flake in it, and with a little watermelon on the bottom side, and a watermelon trailer is what I've been fishing with the last couple of trips. And I really thought that they'd eat that up there last weekend, but we had some bites on it, had some fish hooked, but it just wasn't like what we've been doing.
No.
10, 15, sometimes 20 fish in the boat, and it just wasn't nothing like that.
It sure wasn't.
Yeah. So we'll just have to see what comes up, and we realize the night fishing's the weather's going to tell us whether the night fishing's over or not, and but like I said, I think last week I told you always several times there in December, last week of November or first, we always call it the weekend between Christmas and Thanksgiving. We've had some pretty good trips.
Oh, yes, sir. Sure
I mean, fish all night and in the in mid 40s, but caught fish all night long. I mean, got there dark and didn't leave till light.
Yes.
And the fish would bite good. People think, well, heck, here it is 2 weeks before Christmas, and we're up there night fishing.
Yeah, well, you go down there in the morning and put in at 30 degrees, and
Yeah.
and then high of the day being 40s, so.
Right. Yeah, I mean, so it just, weather dictates what we try to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Cold weather, we play dress warm, and if it's warm enough at night, I don't want to be out there when it's near freezing, because your boat gets damp and then you're on ice.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But in the 40s, yeah, it's not too bad a deal. So as long as we're catching fish, that's the main thing. So, but the fog does have a big factor, I think, just like the clouds do on how we do. And a real bright moon, the fish are a little finicky about how the bite, they're not really slamming it, and that kind of thing. So, and then another thing too, on North right now, they're pulling the water pretty hard.
Yes, sir.
I mean, they're not slacking up. They're not slacking up on it a bit. It's got the Clinch River there at the hatchery. I don't know that we've went through there a weekend here in the last 4 or 5 weeks that thing wasn't running plumb full.
Sure, yeah.
And then they've had a couple of heavy rains that brought it back. After they dropped it down 2 foot, they filled it back up another foot, came up a foot. So we're looking for them to getting that thing on down there 6 or 8, 10, 12 more feet. And I wouldn't care if they went 20 more feet with it. Yeah. That'd be the thing right there, Mike. Anyway, let's see if we got another sponsor film in there. Let's talk about Tim's Tires for just a minute. We plug them every week, and if they just there to help you. I mean, they change a lot of tires down there. They sell a lot of tires. if you're looking for tires, I would appreciate it, and I'd recommend you give them a call, price check them, and the brand that you might want. If they don't have it, they'll get it for you the next day, more than likely. They have trucks coming in 2 or 3 times during the day with truckloads of tires, specialty tires that people want, and this, that, and the other. So do give them a shot at your business. I think you'll be satisfied, and they'll do their best to make sure that you are. So I want to remember them for sure. And Reynolds Racing and Marine. Dylan, do we still have the pictures of the boats, the Express and that Bullet boat?
Chandler.
Huh?
Chandler.
Yeah.
Don't have.
Okay, we don't have them. I can't believe that gentleman down there didn't send me those pictures today. But I do. You can pull them up on the Reynolds' website. I was looking at them. Heck, I don't know. Monday evening or Sunday evening, I think maybe. But they're on there, and you can pull them up and look at it. And if you're, they got about 5 or 6 different models of the Bullet boat that you can look at, and I don't know how many. There's a bunch of the Express boats. But go to their website, and you can see a whole lot of stuff there that you want to take a peek at, and that'd be a good thing, good way to start right there.
When I went by there Saturday, that Bullet was right up again on Ray Street up there, right up front there, next to the window. Anybody wants to flip by there, look good, look real good.
Yeah. Glenn does have that building over there on Ray Street, right there next door to the steakhouse, I think, or something right there close by.
With me, it's pizza and all that.
Yeah, you got right in there. You can go in, look those boats over, and check them out, see what they're there, and get a good look at them. But we just want to wish all of our sponsors the best coming up on the holiday season, and hopefully we can continue doing the show, and maybe Mike will get to catching some fish.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what we're counting on, Mike. That's the whole purpose of the thing. Anyway, we're going to get out of here for the night. God bless you all. Have a safe week, and do be careful on the water. Hey folks, I'm here at Reynolds Racing and Marine, 620 Ray Street here in Kingston. Got Mr. Glenn Reynolds here with us. Glenn, tell us about this beautiful Bullet boat sitting here.
Okay, this is the latest deal. It's called SST. It's 21 foot long. Has a lot of key features inside. It's got three coolers, so you keep your beverages plenty cool. Got a little wider front end up front. And it's got the recessed foot pedal for the new Spotlight trolling motors that I'm going to try to sell Steve one.
Yes, sir.
And it's a pretty silver and red.
Boy, it's beautiful. It really is.
Got the new 250R.
250R on that thing, folks. Man, this thing looks sharp.
That's just one boat. Of course, we got it in the background here.
Yeah.
We've got several side-by-sides.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And then
there's the big 5-seater. That's a 5-seater. Man, dadgone it, Glenn.
A lot of side-by-sides.
Yes, sir.
And then we've got, of course, this is
Allison.
This is the Allison Color Pro Series.
Yeah.
It's called a Pro Elite.
Pro Elite, okay.
And it's got, I guess here is some of the different pictures.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Got a TV screen in the front.
Yeah. And then it raises it up because it's called an E-pad.
Right.
And Allison has a patent on this, I think. And you can raise it up where you can, if you're a tall guy, you can still see
it. Yeah, yeah.
That's sort of unique. And then, of course, we've got the Allisons and the Bullets on this side.
Right. Oh, man. We've got the twin yellows here, don't we?
Got the twin yellows, one's
Yes,
yellow
sir.
and white, one's yellow and black.
Yeah.
This one will be in Mercury's brochure. I went down and made some pictures at Joe
Oh.
River Lake, and it should be coming up pretty soon in the brochure.
Right.
And of course, it has the E-pad, it has a
It's
spot lock.
Uh-huh.
I call it Ultrex.
Right.
Now this is called a 21 RDC. It's a raised deck
Right.
wheel console,
Uh-huh.
and it's one of my favorites.
Yeah. And it's
It's one of my favorites.
It's a beautiful boat.
Good.
yes, sir.
And now it's got the new 300R on it.
Uh-huh. $300, man.
But we can mix and match any engine combination just about you want.
Yeah.
Some people wants 300, some wants 200, some wants 250s.
Yeah.
And but we're normally selling 250 and $300, you say.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So we got a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff, Glenn. Glenn, you want to mention something about the pontoon boat sitting over there?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Got a Veranda pontoon boat here. Man, that thing is beautiful.
And I guess over here we get a close-up.
Yeah.
Everybody else has got plywood bottom. It's got what we call a cooling slot.
Mm-hmm.
It's all aluminum. It never soak up any moisture or water,
Yeah.
and probably last no reason why it wouldn't last a lifetime or two, you know.
Yep.
And we get up in it and.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Hey folks, we're over here at Edgemore Outdoors and got Vance back here. They've got a new selection of, what is this called now, Vance?
This is all queen tackle.
Queen tackle, okay.
It's all tungsten. They got tungsten weights, flipping weights. They got drop shot weights. All the jigs are all tungsten heads. There's
Yeah.
flipping jigs, football jigs. There's swim jigs down here too. That's all of it's tungsten. There's
Yeah.
shaky heads right here.
Okay,
That's
all tungsten
just got all
stuff.
this in it.
Well, Vance got my attention with one thing. He's got, you can take any jig. Vance, get some of
the
those bills.
chatterbait now.
The chatterbait bills?
These aren't tungsten, but you can take this little chatterbait
Yeah.
here and you can make a jig or a
Any
swim
jig,
bait,
swim bait,
any kind of
that you're
head.
throwing and
chatterbait.
put a shaky head on it.
Yep.
Son of a gun. I was just wondering how long that was going to take.
They've got different sizes in the blades there. There's
Yeah.
silver, gold, and black.
Silver, gold, and black, different sizes in the blades, and like you said, you can take a white jig that you're flipping and put that dang bill on it, and you
Yep.
got you a chatterbait.
That's right.
Well, I wish me and you had thought of that. Folks, listen, do get by here, Edgemore Outdoors. Just swing around here, look at, gosh, I mean, man, the racks are hanging full of stuff, line, oil, just everything in the world here at Edgemore Outdoors. Jim and his crew would be more than glad to help you find what you need back here on on the thing. I mean, it's just I've just hadn't had a chance to get over here. I've been wanting to come by and make a new film advertisement for Edgemore Outdoors, and we just thank you for their support here over the years, keeping the show going, and it's just row after row of tackle, baits, plastics, crappie stuff, catfish stuff. They got live bait, reels, rods. I mean, it's just if you're looking for it, more than likely they have it over here. So do come by, stop in here and visit with Edgemore Outdoors, and I'm pretty sure you'll be satisfied, and they can help you find what you need.